Gary Allwins are important, but was that one particularly important?
Well, of course it was. That was probably why it was a bit nervy. I was a bit nervy all week with the lads and tried not to be. My missus recognised it, so we had to show them a video before the game of positive things that they've done in the last few weeks. I think I said that, didn't I, to you people before the game. And I think it just sent him out. We knew that we had to battle and compete with them. I'm afraid you know that out there it ain't going to be beautiful football now, and so you've got to make sure that you're competing and then show that little bit of quality when it comes. And I thought we did for the goal and the penalty, and I thought we saw the game out fantastic. The boys at the back had to head 300 balls, and we had to pick up 300 second balls because that was dropping. And I thought every section that we had, up front, midfield, and at the back, we won our sections, and that's what we had to do on a big day. So we know we've got a group that, when the chips are down, that's good because they are. That can rise, above it and rise to it more so. We're not in the league. We're in this little competition at the bottom of the league there, and this is only one result, but it was a very, very important result.
You mentioned at the back, Scott Brown didn't really have many serious saves to make.
No, he didn't, but he's a bloke back there, and he's kicking. He's nearly put people in. He kicks it long with a bit of quality. He nearly put Billy in once. He nearly put Pelly in once. So, and also when he needed to catch it, he caught it. There was 3 or 4 6'3" or 6'4" in there, and maybe 1 6'9" at the end, sort of thing. So, and he came out and he caught it. He just does his job, and I won't be fining him for the yellow card because it was me that told him to leave it and get back in goal.
And it's only a second league clean sheet since the game at Grimsby in October, so it's an important milestone.
Well, that weren't long ago, was it? You make it sound like 3 years. But it was an important one because it's the wins. It's the wins that are important now. Of course, goal difference is going to help as well, not letting in a goal, scoring a couple. But it's the wins, and if we can try and get back-to-back wins, then we will have more teams below us. So we got. I've got to decide whether I give them a couple of days off for the work they've done, the team that played in the game. But the others got a reserve game on Tuesday, and they're going to have to, show me that they've got the same spirit to see us through, and I'm sure they have.
Given how difficult the pitch is, does that put more pressure on players' fitness?
Well, it does, and it means sorry, it does, and we just got to make sure we prepare right. We've got a good staff that get them as ready as they can be. Our physio and our fitness coach and Russell, Tim, myself. We're all there doing our best for them. And days like today, when we demoralised them in the game, but obviously their crowd were disappointed, their management were going to be disappointed, their players are disappointed. That's how you have to play these games now.
And the delivery for the goal must have pleased you, the first goal.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but if you ask the boys which one, do they want delivering, most of them would say Rowie, funny enough. But and he has produced there just when we needed him to produce, and then Tins has produced as well, because it was important if he was going to go up that many times that he had to get his head on one, and for all the throw-ins and that, and he did, and I'm pleased he scored, and that's made him feel very comfortable.
And you had to make a change at half-time. Well, what's the story with Carl Winchester?
Well, the lad, Carl got a kick in the head, and if you see his head now, it's come up like a tennis ball. The physio said have a look at him because I'm not sure that he should be going out there, although he wants to. And I sent him out early so I could watch him, and I see him being ill on the pitch. So I thought, right, we don't need that. I got Stoz, who's a stalwart, and I thought he did fantastic when he come on. Stoz, he calmed it down a bit, had another touch so that we could build something, and he did very well. So I had no hesitation to take him off, and he was ill when he got into the dressing room, so he wasn't ready to start the second half.
You've spoken this week about the importance of the crowd, and they stuck with you and were really behind you today.
They always are. I mean, crowds are always disappointed when you're not won at home or draw at home late on. Of course they are, but they're here, and these ones that are here, they know we're in a little bit of a predicament, but they're still here, and they're coming and they're cheering their team on. And if you're a supporter of a football team, then you've got to see it through thick and thin, because there's sometimes it's big years and sometimes it's lean years, and you just have to keep getting through it. We had a great year last year, everybody enjoyed it, and now it's a different sort of enjoyment now. We've got to have a party at the end of the season if we can get out of this trouble that we're in for whatever reason we're in it.
When you go home tonight, Gary, it will be a slightly different Gary Johnson that Mrs Johnson will see.
Yeah, she'll probably, if she writes a book, then she'll let you know. She knows the signs, and I haven't got to worry about Bristol City winning or losing today. They didn't have a game till Tuesday, so it's a nice day. She knows that I felt this was a key game, and she'd have seen in my personality around the place that's at home, and the lads probably would have done as well. But I tried to keep it professional, but keep it very, very focused. There was no fun and games. There was no, fun and entertainment around the place. We had to knuckle down and make sure they knew what they were going to come up against. They did. They worked it, and then we achieved it.
Gary, thanks so much.
No problem.
Gary, do you think that's the hardest few days you've had between Stevenage and the build-up to this game in terms of pressure?
I think so, because when you're down there and you lose a couple of games, well, that was by the odd goal. We felt that we could have drawn both of them with chances at the end, and I didn't want to be the unluckiest team in the league. You know what I mean? So today's result, not just because it was my old team and that, but mainly because the 3 points were going to be massive. If you look at the table now, and if you don't get them 3 points, then of course it becomes very difficult. But every win now is a win that you haven't got to get later on. So very proud of the boys, because they put in a stint there, and they recognised, and not all professionals do, but our team recognised the importance of this game today.
Yeah, you mentioned Carl Storr, and there's a couple of times where he wasn't getting on the bench, but he wanted to keep him around the place, and he showed today exactly why, didn't he?
Yeah, they've all got to be ready. Last week, Stoz, Dates, Munsey, they all came on. Dan Ullman's sitting there desperate to come on. Diego's desperate to come on. Hawley. They're all footballers. They want to play football, but they've just got to be ready. I'm picking the teams for the right reasons. When a situation arises where I can put them in, I will do, because when their ability is going to affect the game positively against a particular team, they'll play. So they've just got to be ready, which is why we keep arranging these reserve games. And it's good that we're in this sort of league to keep them sharp. And Stoz has proved that he's hung on in there, and he's come up trumps, because I thought he did very, very well coming off the bench.
Yep. Cheers, Gary.
All right.
Thanks, Gary.
No problem.